man, I never noticed that had like dark red Doom text. Hardcore mode. Here we go! And I immediately have to close these blinds again because it is too bright. No sunlight for me. Forever the destiny of a pale gamer. Howdy Eldritch buddies, and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore Mode. As you can see, we are back in the pit with nothing more than our basic gear. I can record without fear of anything except for my mortal impending doom. Alright, I'm thinking on the agenda today. The pit is nice, but maybe, just maybe, it might be a better idea to get ourselves a better base. Let's go harvest at our river farm. Get some fish for breakfast. They're my breakfish. Yes, that was great pun. Best YouTuber, surely, ever. Just committing mass murder on the people of Sally the Salmon, don't mind me. Okay. This is the tiniest little birch forest. I didn't even notice that. It's nice. Maybe we'll have a little cottage in the birch woods. A little mountain scenic view. Scenic lava pit. Breed. For some reason I keep thinking that spider when that horse when its head is down is a spider. Don't know why, I just do. Oh. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record player, right round, round. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for saving me from the copyright. I don't think we can do anything on my super extravagant list as of yet, but we're gonna need more materials. We're gonna need some food. That should do for torches. We might need a backup shield, so I'm gonna make one. Oh, I know, we should try and get some more iron tools this episode too. So in list of priorities, I think we should focus on getting better iron tools, or better tools in general. There was one cave, oh, there goes an axe, so my point is proven. So, better iron tools, diamond if we can find it, because we do have an iron pickaxe now, so at the very least, we can do that much. Oh, right, I have an iron axe. I do want to find a village. I don't know if that's in the cards right now, but I would like to find a village. Don't need the fences. But unless I need defense... don't worry, guys. It's not all bad puns. It's just mostly bad puns. I could make myself a bow, but I only have 2 arrows. And without chickens, I don't really have sustainable means, so I guess the bow will just have to be a slight backup, I suppose. Maybe we'll explore down here today. Let's check out... Oh, here's some coal. Already, a nice little find. Not much, but this will do. Okay, and into the depths we go. I thought it was just gonna end right there and I was gonna be like, ah, no more depths for me. Now, I was thinking about what stories I could maybe tell today, guys, and I was thinking it might be fun to tell some work stories. So, you know, we don't get bored whilst we're in the midst of attempting to survive the harsh world of Minecraft. I've had a few jobs, obviously, over the course of my adulthood. That was a very weird way to phrase things, but we'll go with it. The first job I ever had was kinda not great. It wasn't terrible, but there were a couple different reasons why it sucked. There was this guy who was a high school friend of my stepmom, who I adore with every fiber of my being. Mwah, I love her. I was looking for a job at the time, and my stepmom introduced me to him, and... Oh, I hear zombos. The work story will have to wait. Okay. Joke's on you, I have higher reach. that's not gonna work. Okay. So far, so good. Can I turn on dynamic lighting? Oh, yep, there we go. Hearing another Zambo. Oh, there he is. Let's try this way first. Oh, iron. Let's explore a little further this way, so I think there's really the chance to sneak up on us. Okay. So, this guy that my stepmom had introduced me to for a potential new job was a new restaurant owner. So, to put it nicely, he was a bit desperate for hires. So, obviously, I got the job. Now, I had never really done restaurant work before this. I was fairly new to the job scene, as it were. And so I wasn't really sure entirely what to expect. But, you know, I was determined to try and do my best. So I get to work the first day, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was fairly standard procedure. Start training the new employee, show them around, and all that good stuff. Oh. Excuse me, friend, would you like to say hello? You can have one of my 2 arrows. 2 of my 2 arrows. Okay. Whew. Spooky, scary. But yeah, the first day, nothing too abnormal. I mean, it was a little weird because basically he had told me he'd gotten his recipes from his brother. And I'm not and he was like, we need photographers for all this. But that wasn't that weird at first, right? Well, fast forward a bit, and I'm a little overwhelmed with all the things he's asking me to do. I was still trying to do my best, but like I'd said, I had never been in the restaurant industry before, and his whole plan was to train me so I could do... This goes down to eat. Oh, never mind. That was an optical illusion. So doing all the prep work for all the morning dishes, cleaning up, filling the ice buckets, and I was feeling pretty overwhelmed and very nervous because I was supposed to do this job by myself in the morning, and I had never done restaurant work before. I'm sure if I had been given time and practice, I could have mastered it, but it was still very overwhelming for a new employee. But that wasn't the part that really became weird about this job, right? Because I acknowledge that was pretty normal. No, what came as weird was one day I showed up for work. I had to get up fairly early in the morning for this job, and I had school. So I show up, and it's very, very icy that morning. I had a hard time getting my car to work, but I did so. I show up, I trudge to the front of the building, and the doors are locked. I'm sitting there, it's really cold, I text my boss, and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, no work today, because he has to take care of his kids, and because they were out of school because of the ice and the snow. And that was really annoying, because I had, again, trudged all the way there, and I wasn't even going to be paid for it. So that was kind of red flag number 1. Oh, that's an interesting iron formation. Oh, spawner? Oh, I don't think I've had the chance to find a spawn. Oh, this could be where I die. Let's block that up for now, so we can just harvest this iron. Excite. Okay. So yeah, red flag number 1 was the fact that not only did this happen once, but this happened twice because of particularly icy roads. And by that point, I was already considering, yeah, maybe this job isn't a good idea. I was very overwhelmed with the work. I was very inexperienced, and he was not treating me the best. He'd also gotten very verbal with his mom. Okay, it's a spider spawner. Oh, no. He'd also gotten very, verbally argumentative with his mom, which I didn't really like all that much, which Maybe he was stressed out, and maybe that was just it. But it was still... But anyway, the straw that broke the camel's back was the fact that he'd had me come to work twice and had repeated this behavior. Okay, come on. Oh, I don't think he can get in there because of the water. Oh, okay. Oh gosh. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Oh, what the? Is it hitting me through the wall? Assume the fish. Okay. Yeah, they're hitting me through the wall. Okay. Oh, a spider spawner would be to our great benefit, but also I don't want to die. Okay. Come on, then. Come on. Oh, that's a lot of spiders. Obviously, it is a spider spawner, but... Ugh. Okay, they can't get out that way, I don't think, because I blocked it up. Okay, let's those down. We just have to get Peaceful McGee, who appears to be stuck in the ceiling. Huh. We found a spider spawner. Name tags! We can name the boys! Oh, and we can get more farm stuff. Heck yes! Oh, okay. And we have access to EXP, a spider farm. Nice! We'll explore a little further into this cave. Oof, okay. We're fine on food, we're fine on health. That's gravel. Let's just not tempt fate. Man, we're getting a lot of iron. Be able to get full iron tools. And we'll have some surplus too. This is a giant cave system. I don't think we're low enough to find diamonds yet, but... I don't know if I want to tempt fate any further after surviving the spider spawner. Okay, staircase it is, because I want to be able to directly get back to the spider spawner. I don't want to waste my iron pick. I guess I'd technically have enough iron to make a new one, but... The thing about it was, he had never texted me that morning, because I had to get up at 6 a.m., and he never texted me that morning, like, oh, by the way, I don't think you should come to work because it's icy. No, he just... I would get to work, and he'd just tell me not to come to work once I had texted him while I was already at work. And I was being the best employee by coming anyway because it was icy. Okay? The second time that happened, I just was like, you know what? I can't take this anymore. This is unreasonable, and I feel like it's just going to keep repeating. I don't want to keep coming to work when he's not going to do this. And I think also, similarly, he wasn't paying me for the work I was doing. So, despite the fact that this was basically like kind of a family friend, or at the very least introduced by my family. So despite that much, I could not find it in myself to continue doing that job, knowing that this man was not going to treat me as I should be. Okay, heights aren't terrifying at all. Okay, that should be enough of a marker. And so I sent him a very politely worded text of basically, I'm not going to work for him anymore because I don't like the way I'm being treated. Could I please get my final paycheck? And so I set that up, and he was fine. Then he wouldn't pay me for a couple of weeks. Then he wouldn't pay me for another couple of weeks. And at one point, my dad was like, we should just storm the castle. We should all just go in there and demand for your paycheck. And I was like, Dad, no. Even though secretly I loved that, and it was awesome because my dad is amazing. But at the same time, I'm a very kind of socially anxious person, and I don't like confrontation. So I did not want to go through anything like that if I didn't have to. At one point, I did acknowledge I had to be a little bit more verbal in order to get my pay, but it was not great. So that was kind of my first job, kinda. I don't remember if that was exactly my first job, but it was fine. It wasn't that bad. It was just a matter of he didn't exactly treat me great. Okay, now if I'm gonna build a cute little cabin, perhaps I will harvest some dark wood for it, because I like dark wood. I like spruce logs if I have to have a log, but dark oak as the planks is just, it's great. I kind of have an idea for what I want to build. Not entirely, but I have a slight idea. There's probably other things I could probably be doing, like making a better farm and da-da-da-da-da. But I'm living in a hole. I think I should be allowed to try and make myself some luxuries. We're building a house next. No complaints. Moving on. Let's see. My next job, I think I'm going chronologically in this because I have a terrible memory for these things. My next job was essentially, I was that person going door to door asking for donations. And before you all go, how dare, it wasn't anything that bad. It was an environmental campaign where basically we were supposed to, get donations for it. We were trying to stop styrofoam from being produced in our area because it's very toxic and it pollutes our lakes and rivers and all of that. And, it was a summer job. You usually don't like summer jobs, so it was a whole thing. But, it paid fairly well. I got decent exercise doing it. There were plenty of benefits to it. But the biggest problem with that job wasn't actually anything administrational. It was the fact that I had to park in a decently sized city, and when you have to do that, that means you gotta pay for parking, and parking is expensive. But anyway, I actually liked this job a lot more, and it was fine. How in is the ever? That doesn't mean I didn't have some interesting stories from it. Boop. I don't need a dark oak trapdoor. What do the dark oak doors look like again? Oh yes, those are my favorite. I just made 3 crafting tables. Well, I guess it's fine. Maybe I'll scout out a place where I want to build. So, there was a few interesting phenomena at this job. The first was that everyone in the office kinda started playing Pokemon Go. It started with one guy who basically said, man, I'm still playing this. I think it's kind of fun. There's a lot of Pokestops around here. And then another person was like, man, maybe that would be fun. And then I joined in. And then a couple other people joined in. Nigh the entire office was playing Pokemon Go. And it was amazing. Because not only did we have more people to walk around with and be complete nerds with, but we also started kind of annoying our bosses just a little. Excuse, is there something else I need for an anvil? I want to name my boys. Let me have Mo, Curly, and Larry so I can get emotionally attached to them. Okay, it's 3 iron blocks. Do. Don't know what. I was spelling anvil properly. I don't know why that's not in my. Oh, right, I was on that. Okay. Ha. It was because I was being a dumb. We'll do Mo and Curly first. I think one of my favorite memories of playing Pokemon Go with everybody was the day that they were having some sort of Snorlax event. I think they were sleeping Snorlaxes, so they would be easier to catch. Okay. Larry, you're gonna have to wait for your name. But you are now Curly. And you are now Mo. Yes! Love the boys. But then again, I could have a goth cottage in the very nice... A cottage? I could have a goth cottage in these very nice, bright woods. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We gotta go a little bit into the woods. Into the woods without delay, and nurture not to lose your way. I brought a crafting table for a reason. I accidentally made 3, actually. God knows I've got plenty of wood. And woods. Okay. I'll leave that there for now. I'll just leave a trail of crafting benches as I go through the world. Maybe we'll just build something on this nice little hill. I don't want to cut down too many trees, mostly because I want the aesthetic, but cutting down 1 or 2 should be okay. So Pokemon Go spread like wildfire in the office. And it was fairly funny, because like I said, my favorite event where that happened was the Sleeping Snorlax event, because we were all just sitting there and we weren't really
aware
of the event. And then suddenly, I just go, there's a Snorlax on Main Street, and we all just, it's late at night, and we all just sprint out of the office, like, oh my god, we're all gonna get a Snorlax!